All right, boom.
All right.
That's recording over there.
We got candy
Those
too.
I want to make sure. These are down. These are off. Should be able to see ourselves a little better now. Yeah, that looks more us. Oh yeah, we got that ASMR going with the microphone there. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, well, should we just jump right into this, shall we? Oh,
that was weak.
it's not very often you don't get the snap, man.
Well, I snapped with my right hand and I'm left-handed, so it wasn't.
Are you left-handed? How did I not know this? How did I not know that? We're learning things every day over here. 307 Reacts. Matt, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, I just burped.
It's because I play guitar right-handed.
We're drinking classic Sprites today. On the screen, we've got highly requested, Golden Hour VoicePlay featuring Anthony. Your turn.
Gargiula.
Gargiula? Gargiula?
Anthony G.
Anthony Gargiula? Gargiula? Anthony G. Featuring Anthony G. All right.
All right.
And we get, you guys get to watch us for the first 10, 15 seconds struggle through his name.
Yes.
So, yeah, the Golden Hour, we were just talking about the first times we kind of heard it, and Chris just showed me the clip that kind of made it go viral, and really, really cool song. Super, like, intricate piano part. And, I'm very interested to see how these guys are going to handle it, because all a cappella, the piano's kind of the driving force in that song. Well, I mean, one of the driving forces, obviously, the vocals are really good too. So
yeah, the piano definitely sets the mood.
It definitely original, it's a very when he does those like minor step downs in the chords and stuff, it definitely sets the tone for the vocals.
The arpeggio.
Yeah, the constant arpeggios and that hand crossing. Really, really cool. So, anyways, like, comment, subscribe. We're just jump right into it, shall we? Just get. Let's do it. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. If you guys can help us out, there's like 100 and something thousand of you guys every 28 days that do watch our videos but don't subscribe to us, and we would really love it if you guys would just click the button for us. We're just trying to hit 50K by December. It's our only goal this year. We're not trying to ask for any money or donations or anything like that. So if you guys want to help us out, that's the best way to do it. That's the way we're asking for it. So with that, shall we? Let's just get right into it. Here we go. Golden Hour VoicePlay.
I just bit my cheek again.
It's recording over there. Got to make sure everything's recording. I'm almost positive the microphones are on. I'm 99% sure.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other.
Okay.
Pink and orange skies, feeling super childish. No Donald Glover. Let's go from my mother. Like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's like glitter for skin, my radiant beam in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. You slow down time.
Dude, yeah, that was.
Okay. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Dude, yeah, and I think I said this on the last one. Like the last VoicePlay cover, maybe I don't know, maybe it was a different acapella group, but like what a departure from the original, and like in a good way, like they obviously had to figure their way around doing the arpeggiated piano thing, and that fills in all the space, but they kind of. To me, it kind of sounds like they kind of went the other way and kind of just like deleted some of the space and or like some of the filler.
Instead of the arpeggio, they just filled it with chording.
Yeah. And to be honest, like that makes total sense as an acapella group. Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah. So this lady looks like she builds maybe mannequins or clothes or whatever. And I love that they're playing like if you were gonna have hats or glasses on display, you would have these. Either porcelain or wooden head figures displays, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like she makes them as well because she has in a sketchbook, all the perfect man whatever, and then she's drawing like the face proportions and all. Like my girlfriend can do that whole thing. Like whenever she's trying to draw a realistic face, she has all these lines, and then this is where the nose goes, and then the eyes should be right above this line, below this line, the lips go here, and then everything just works.
Dude, I have tried.
Don't understand.
Drawing escapes me. My sister, like the world of art is definitely in my family. Like I can play music really, really well. Well, really, really well. But I can't draw worth a shit. My sister can draw amazingly. She's an incredible artist. She can also play music. Like she play, she did the whole thing through school, played instruments through school and stuff like that. But yeah, like, and it always, for years, man, I tried to do like drawing tutorials and like do the whole thing. You start out with drawing a circle, and then you draw the crosshairs basically on the circle so you can make sure the eyes are lined up properly and the nose is in the right spot. And then eventually you go through and you kind of delete some of the, some of those, you erase some of those lines out of there, and then you kind of make some more. I just don't have the hand for it. I just can't. When I draw, it looks stupid. I don't.
And here's what kills me, right, Kenna? Because that's how I was taught. Was the circle and then the crosshairs go in the center. Kenna doesn't do it like that. She starts with an oval, and then does the lines go around the outside of the oval, and then brings it inside, and then divides it like basically into fourths, and then does the lines all the way across into fourths.
Dang.
Or whatever.
So she turns it into a grid almost.
And it's like a grid, yeah. And then you delete like quadrant 3 and then quadrant 4. So then you have like this weird looking like 2 lines in, 1 line across, and then 2 lines come out the bottom with only 1 line across. Like it's... It works. I don't know.
Really interesting. Really, yeah. That's the thing. Is like I don't understand any of that stuff. I have, when I was a kid, I remember like going through the books and trying to follow the lessons and like doing everything they showed you in the books, and like mine never came out, man. It just never. And I know it's a practice. You have to do it over and over and over again for it to, it's not just going to happen on the first time you follow through. But
and I think being a musician first kind of makes it harder to do visual art. Because it like when you play an instrument, there's a little bit of left and right brain going on. But art typically like it's a heavy left brain. Like you can almost just might as well shut off the whole right side. Like it's crazy.
I think it's also a lot easier to replicate a result on an instrument than it is on paper, because like instruments are designed to make the thing work. Like it's just basically a tool. You just have to figure out how to use the tool, you know, and as soon as you figure out a couple things about the tool, you can start putting that together, and it's like, but you can sit down with a guitar in one lesson and at the end of that lesson take something away. Like, I can put my finger here and here, and I remember if I do this, it makes that cool sound. I remember that. So like day one, try number one, you kind of have a result already. Yeah. With art, it's like, man, you just really, with like drawing, you just have to do it over and over and over. And just, you're going to make crappy drawings. It's just going to happen, You're also going to write crappy songs, I guess. Like, I have a ton of them.
Watching Kenna...
I have albums of crappy songs. They're on Spotify. You can go check them out. Watching
Kenna try to draw a raccoon, right? She's like, I just can't get it. So then... she turns the picture of a raccoon upside down, draws it upside down, flips it back around. It's perfect.
I don't understand it.
I'm like,
I don't get it. I don't get it. I won't get it.
She goes, it's easier. That's fucking bullshit. But anyway, the arrangement is amazing. Imagine working in the shop with this lady, right? Maybe you come in to be an assistant to learn the craft.
Right.
Okay. That's where I was going with this whole thing.
Okay. All right.
To learn the craft and look over and see these heads singing Golden Hour.
Right. In perfect unison, perfect harmonies.
What the hell?
All right, here we go.
Welcome to Hogwarts.
Love it.
Feet up on the dash, driving nowhere fast. Radio on blast, pick them over last. She got solar power. Minutes feel like hours. She knew she was baddest, can you even imagine?
Falling like I did for the life of my life. She's got a glow on her face, a glorious look in her eyes. Well, I don't need no light to see you.
Dude. Only Castellucci could go in and basically do an 808 drop at the end of what he's saying, and then follow it immediately with an 808 drop into the chorus. Like almost any other genre, you would not be able to pull that off, and you would never be able to go 808, 808 immediately. And like for anyone that doesn't know what an 808 is, it's just like a sampled,
subharmonic bass,
synthesized
basically.
sampled bass that's just like whoa, that big, like you hear it in movies and music all the time.
Especially when you go to the theater, right?
Yeah.
It's like Dolby sound.
That kind of thing. Yeah, man. All right, let's go back. Can I? Yes, I
think
can.
you went back, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had control of the screen. Here we go. Like what? Yeah, man.
Can you ever really know how you built all these tiny worlds here in my heart? Inside this white noise, your luminance burns like a star. Quietly, you are saving me. Please don't fade away into the darkness of night.
I don't need no light.
Dude,
Don't need no light.
Don't need no light to
See.
what was that? What was that weird like filter sweep? What was that?
Fucking excuse me?
Dude, they put like a phaser on it or something.
That was sick.
What was that? Yeah, okay.
You slow down
Oh,
Huh? What? Oh, where'd Castellucci go? He disappeared.
he's gonna be the mannequin. She made him.
Oh.
It's like a Pinocchio thing almost.
Dude.
It was just two lovers sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Pink and orange skies.
This is all their Patreon. This is all their Patreon, right? Dude, good for them, man. That's a good list of Patreon
Got no
viewers.
alibi. I was all alone.
It's a fantastic song, man.
Look, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. No homo. Jeff Castellucci is like a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man. He's
Dude.
a perfect man, according to this.
Dude,
Perfect man.
like at the very end there, it feels like something out of like Lord of the Rings or something, you know? He's looking like Orlando Bloom in there, all fucking just like got his fucking makeup all done, you know, really nice, and his skin's all smooth.
Man, Langless
and
was a
powdered.
beautiful man.
Yeah, he was too, bro.
Beautiful
Like
man.
he was too. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, dude. He's got this, and like I was gonna mention it too at the right towards the end there. It just struck me like his ability to land the note, man.
Yeah.
And stay on it. All of them, really. But like sometimes Jeff gets on a note and it's just like it hits with such a clarity that it's just like what?
Yeah.
It doesn't even, it almost doesn't sound real. And I know it is. I get it. But like it's so clean and so precise. Man, all of them, they really have.
and a lot of that has to do with their mixer too. Like whoever mastered this doing a
That's
fantastic job.
Yeah, they are really picking out. They're able to pick out the frequencies where these guys are singing and be able to
Dial it in.
give them space, but also mix them in. That's a good mix engineer. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a really good mix engineer. So,
And I tell you what, Anthony, man, that guy has some control.
dude, the
Just
ability
the
to
runs and everything there. God.
it's always really nice to see like you know, not acapella, I should say, falsetto. Falsetto is like, you know, most men have falsetto in their vocal range. You can go into falsetto.
Yeah.
So like hearing a dude do falsetto is always, you know, you're always like, oh, okay, he's gonna do a falsetto thing. But it's always more impressive to me when they do a falsetto and then immediately follow it with a super high chest voice. And like that's exactly what he did. He did this really, really beautiful falsetto and then came right back in and just belted out a super high chest voice note. And it was like, that's great, because then you know they have that entire range in them to get all the way up to falsetto, because you know there are dudes that I know that like, you know, you can always do your head voice falsetto thing, but there's not a lot of dudes that I know that can do that and
That
then
can
also
transition it
sing in that
smoothly.
register too. Yeah, so really good. That was really, really amazing.
Really good.
Which, I mean, should we have expected anything less? It's voice play, right?
yeah.
Like that's the way they do it. They come in, they crush it, they set the bar, and they just 5 out of 5 every time, man. That was
Oh, I
incredible.
see. It's a toy shop.
Oh, okay. We missed
So it
that
is
again.
kind of a Pinocchio thing.
Yeah.
Pinocchio throwback.
Yeah.
We had the Jetsons earlier this week.
That's right. That's
got-
right.
man.
Yeah, dude. Killing it.
Well, anyway,
It's a good week for reactions.
5 out of 5 for me.
Definitely.
So-
Every time, dude. Every time.
They're just in the book.
They won't do anything that's not 5 like they're so good at what they do, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Wow.
Oh my god. All right, we have 46 minutes left on this card. Let's pop another one.
Let's go.